Hello again, YouTube. This video is a low investment version of the setup I've shown yesterday for group stage summit, and this might carry on to the final stage, the apex stage, because it's heavily limited by your weekly progress. So the team setup is basically like as minimum investment as possible. Like you could get Fushu from this week attempts, like get Fushu from your weekly, you get Yumink from theater, and Rhythm from the shop. This is as low as it can be. Your Gmod can be this cat. And even the weapons, I didn't use Fushu's signature weapon because it's again weekly. And I used this to kind of support the Arclight Apocalypse. I use it to make Rhythm provide some support to both Fushu and Yumeng. And yeah, I will show a run first before I go into the builds. And this build is for level 100 runs. Keep in mind though, I cannot disable my introns or smells. So you might find your runs have slightly worse performance than this. Well, yeah. Again, this is the lowest possible investment. And once it ramps up, everything becomes crazy. This build only has one singular gold wedge. It's the same wedge on all of the 3 units I have in the team. Yeah, as you can see, it can do some damage to the highest level of the group stage. And I still got 300k. Again, this might not be your score when you try it. If you have everything smelt 0, intron 0. This is with introns and smelts I already have on my account. But again, I cannot disable them. And I cannot start the game again just to reach that stage and show you these builds. So yeah, keep that in mind. As for the builds, I will try to make it as coordinated as possible to not mess it up like yesterday's video. So we start with our main DPS, Yumeng. His demon wedge should be something like that. Again, this wedge is so important to get, so please do whatever to get this plus 10. If you're a returning player who had farmed no gold wedges, or if you're a new player who can do the summit, farm Wings and Spawn. Today at least. And you still have another day and a half, I think, for the group stage. And you need only to do it one time to get put in the leaderboard. You don't have to like repeat it 100 times or something. It's just one time. And this wedge will help you in your account in general. So max this out first as your first gold wedge. And then your build should be something like this. That's for Yuming. His weapon is also affected by its wedges, and it affects your damage. In our case, it's not too much damage because we are mainly focusing on his ult damage alongside Rhythm's ult. But yeah, here is a minimum investment version of Yuming build. Yuming weapon, signature weapon build. And yeah, this is for Yuming. And you use Extras Duo on him to get as much skill intensity as possible. And you don't have to build it even, just have it and smelt it as much as you can. But these are the two main builds for your DPS unit. I'm using the shiny cat with them. You can use the normal cat, it's fine. Don't have to be shiny. Now for our second support, which is our sub DPS, Rhythm. Her build is literally the same. There's no difference, it's literally the same build. Why we're using Rhythm? First of all, because Jiryu is limited by weekly attempts. And second of all, her ult keeps spreading onto enemies, which triggers Yuming ult faster. And what's Yuming ult? It's basically an extra hit. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Take additional extra damage from Yuming one time when damaged by Yuming or Electro allies. Can trigger once every 2 seconds. So basically, every 2 seconds, Rhythm ult will hit them twice. Once from her and once from Yuming. And this is mostly your main DPS for mobbing. And you have a bit of support from the plunge attack from his E, alongside the signature weapon. As for our last unit, it's Fushu. Also, I forgot to mention, Rhythm weapon is Arclight Apocalypse, just because of these. Before I head into Fushu, these buffs, you might get that. Who knows, you might get the intensity, you might get the duration. I think you can get really good luck with this on Rhythm. And you don't need a build for it. You could put just attack speed, Celerity Wedge, and call it a day. Returning to Fushu, her build should be something like this. We're focusing on Wings Volition to get Osmos skill intensity to hit the cap needed for her ult, to give you the 120 skill intensity boost. I don't think you can hit it on Intron 0, but that's as much as we could do. And some duration to consistently regen your sanity. Since the sanity regen is not going to be that strong, and you don't have prime sanity here. And yeah, again, Wings Inspo on all 3 units. Get this, the first thing in the game. Your first goal wedge should be this one. And yeah, her weapon is Wayne Wraith. Again, skill intensity, because her own weapon is from weekly. So yeah, your weekly attempts should only go for Fushu. And the rest is just from the shop. Secret Dark Clue shop, or from theater. You could just do enough theater acts to get him Intron 0 and his weapon. 1 copy of it. And you'll be good to go. And yeah, that covers the new / returning player friendly investment for Summit group stage. Will there be any changes on Apex? I don't think. From how limited we are, I don't think I can change anything as a low investment setup for the Apex stage. But yeah, this should be your main blueprint to watch. If you're a returning player who didn't invest into Electro or any gold wedge in general, this should be your blueprint to check out and maybe try in the Summit. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next video, or I'll see you on stream if you decide to drop by. I'll leave the link down in the description. And yeah, see ya.